Wow, this is a key date. This was considered cleaned, and this wasn't. What a submission I have to share with you all. We're going to talk about some of these coins, and we're going to talk about their condition, and we're also going to talk about their value. So stay tuned. This is my help community. This is my website for my coin shop where we sell coins. Both links to these sites are in the description of this video and in a pinned comment. The first coin is an 1842 seeded dollar. It was cleaned, extra fine details. This was in a typeset that we purchased. I was hoping it would get a pass because sometimes they will give a pass to the older type coins considering what they've been through and how they've been handled as long as they still have a patina. But I think it being extra fine is probably what hit it hard. Having the luster, halos around the stars and things like that, just and the debris it looks like in between the arrows and around the eagle feathers, that pushed it over the edge. And here is 184,618 is the mintage on this. The value, you just have to go over to the price guide here and look at extra fine, very fine 35 to get kind of an idea of what this might sell for. You know, $800 maybe, $650, depending on who you're showing it to. Because, I mean, it's worth at least $975 high retail, but we know that's high retail on PCGS. But that's basically how you value a clean coin. You just kind of go with the next grade down, possibly, or the lowest, you know, like if it's extra fine details, the lowest extra fine. And you're probably going to have to go with the CPG, which is the Coin Dealer Newsletter retail, and it's an average of all the grading companies. So then we have 1878 CC. It's mint state 63, and that is a beautiful coin. I was concerned about it getting 62 because of the scuffs in front of the bust, but they felt maybe the eye appeal might have bumped it up a little bit, especially because of the reverse, because the reverse is part of the grade 2. The reverse is fairly mark free. A coin like this is worth $700. Then we have a 78 7-tail feather, mint state 62, reverse of 79. So that means it's a 1878, but that reverse, as you can see, is not convex like this reverse. And see the difference? That's how you know. Now, those are good coins to find. These are good coins to find when you have a mismatch reverse. And on this one, you're looking at a value of $300. Then we have an 1883 CC, mint state 63. It's a really nice coin, a lot of luster. Marks are a little heavy on the cheek for me, but they gave it a 63. And the value on this one is $435. Here is an 84 CC PCGS mint state 64 plus. That's a really nice coin. Here's the reverse. And the value on this one is $525. And like I said, these are retails. I'm just quoting the retail here. It's easier to do. You can see the images. You can look up the population. All of it's right here, all of that information. So that's why I do it this way. And it gives you an idea what their potential is. Especially the ones that are choice. If they're choice, you can get this grade or this value sometimes. 1885 CC. Now we're talking when it comes to CCs. It's a mint state 62. A lot of marks on that coin, but it does have a nice patina to it. So you can get past some of those marks. A nice coin for someone's collection. Here's the reverse. Look at that reverse. It's just amazing how, and it's got clash marks. I mean, it's probably some minor VAM. It's just amazing because the reverse can look so clean and the obverse does not. It's almost like they fell on their faces more than anything. And plus the design has something to do with that too. The value on this one, $900. The mintage is only $228,000 to begin with. The population is 2,477 in this grade. So, we're talking about a low pop coin, really, for considering it's what's left of the mintage here, survival rate and everything. And that goes for a lot of these. This is a 91cc mint state 62. Rarely see a lot of these coming to the shop in this condition. You see a lot of 82s, 83s, 84s, even 85s. But this one here, you just don't see 91s all that often, 92s and things like that. That's nice. I saw the scuff here, and I was concerned about how they would actually, whether they put damage or not. Like I said, it takes away from it a little bit, but it is decent. I had to restore this one too. That was in an album. Like I said, a typeset, I believe it was. Or no, this was in a Morgan Dollar collection, a complete collection. But it is a nice coin. Has a nice patina to it. Does have nice eye appeal, except for that scuff on the cheek. And this one is valued at $950. And so you can see the mintage difference here. This is $1,618,000, and it's worth $950 in 62. Then you go with the 85cc, it's worth $900, and there was $228,000. So you see, it's the differences of survival. Less mintages, but this didn't survive as much, and that's why you see similar population counts with similar values, but with completely different mintages. So you can't go by mintages alone. I mean, the population is a little bit less here, but it's still a similar value. That's just how it works sometimes. Sometimes the price guides are just guides. They get it wrong. Then we have a 1893, very fine details, cleaned. That doesn't surprise me at all. But I wanted to get in a holder to put the very fine on it. I think it'd be easier to sell that way. Looks better in a holder than it did in just ungraded. And this is another one. You don't know the value particularly, so you click on the link, the PCGS number, and the actual price guide comes up. And since it's very fine, you can look at fine 12 or fine 15 value when it loads here. And just to kind of get an idea of what this will possibly sell for, $315 to $435. Then we have 1893 very fine details. This is one that's confusing to me. I know there's a little area right here that's potentially causing maybe it's part of the issue. I don't know. It's a little different. I don't see lines. It almost looks like it might have lines there at a certain angle. But it looks like it should be a problem-free coin because I've had plenty of them come back looking like this, problem-free. I've shown them in my videos. So, I don't know, man. I'm on the 50-50 on this one. Might consider a resubmission. I don't know. But when we look at the values here, I mean, it just looks, you can see the coins, even the images. It just looks like a decent coin. Looks better than the problem they put on it. So we can look at the fine 15. I'm probably not going to take less than 560 because that's a very fine 20 grade. But I'll also look at the CPG, the Coin Dealer Newsletter, and see what that retail is as well. But I just think it's a worthy coin. And that brings me to this one here that I thought was cleaned. It's an 1895S, very good tin. I thought 100% that was going to get cleaned. Look at it, the toning is weird. And it got a problem-free coin. So I just, like I said, you can argue and say, yeah, that kind of looks clean, this one 93. But so does this one. But you can see how it is sometimes. It's just the way it works. Sometimes you can't predict what the grading companies are going to do. And here's the reverse. And then when you're looking at the value of the 95S, it's $600. And I'll probably have to discount it because it's just got that unsightly toning. You can even see it in the images here. It's not an ugly coin, it's just a little off looking. I'd rather have the 93O than this one, in other words. Then we have the 19030, which is a really good coin here. It's mint state 63. It's nice patina to it. A little weak struck on the breast feathers. Probably not a little, a lot, I guess, I should say. And the value on this is $900.63. And it's just a nice coin. And look at the mintage. It's survival rate, guys. That's what I try to tell everyone. It's about that, and it's about demand. It has very little to do with what that initial mintage was. Then we have a 1932S PCGS genuine scratch, unk details. That doesn't surprise me there. Expected that. Saw the scratches and everything on it. Surprising it gets scratches. But it's authentic, and it is in an unk detail holder. So if we want to look up the value of this when we do the same thing, you'll probably get AU price out of this. And look at the AU here. That's $200. It's a nice coin though. Still has nice eye appeal, even for a clean coin. Then we have this one, 36D AU 58. Now the 36D in the higher grades is a condition key date. I mean, this is still valuable, and we'll look at the value here. I was hoping for mint state, but I know it's going to be close. But even at AU 58, you'll see why I sent it off. $475. Even in AU 58, so it's well worth sending off. That's why it's important to always check price guides to see if you want to send the coin off. If the price guides show it and you think it's that grade, use a photo grade maybe to help you out a little bit. I mean, you know this coin's going to be AU at least, and you know it's worth it if it's $475, even with fees. I got 3 more to show you, and these are going to be the type coins. And this one here is 1851 PCGS 04 G4. It's got one little mark underneath the 8, little contact mark. But man, that's a nice coin. And to get it problem free, that's the main thing. I saw some marks over here. I had no idea how that was going to be translated. They looked newer, just little scuffs. They determined that it was problem free. And the value on this one, we'll take a look. $1,075. There's only 158 higher, and this is a population of 1. So this only has 1 graded this high. Let's take a look at the PCGS number here. That's kind of amazing that I had population of 1. I'm the only person that sent off this one. I mean, there's just not very many of them left. So let's take a look at the price guide here, what it says. Only one's been graded G4 and one's been graded AG. So this would be a lowball set almost. You've only got 2 and 6, 2 and 8, 2 or 3 and 10. Look at that, 4 and 12, 3 and 15. This is an extremely rare coin. I mean, look at this. The most was 21 and 4 very fine, or extra fine. Yeah, extra fine 45. I mean, I'm getting a little confused with all these numbers, but look how rare this thing is. Okay, AU 55 has 18, but my goodness, I've got population of 1. I mean, that's cool. Population of 1. Wow. I didn't realize that when I was looking through this. I just opened them all up and put them all together so we could have a video on it. That's great. Then here's 1811, genuine, environmentally damaged, very fine details. This one here, like I said, I've shown it before, but I went ahead and sent it off to get the actual net grade on it. Very fine. It just has corrosion. It's unfortunate. I had it up on the site for a while. No one's really interested in it, but it is a better date. As you will see here, we'll look at the potential values. It's 63,140 is the initial mintage, not the survival rate, of course. And as you can see, even in PO1, it's 160. So you know in very fine, it's really going to jump. And look at that. 1850, if I sold it as a fine 15, 1275. I mean, I had it up on the site, I think, for the very good 10 price here, and no one was touching it. It's just the eye appeal, and really not everybody collects these. Yeah, it's just a half cent, and you know, and it's in rough condition. Then here's another one. This is 2008 W PCGS SP69. This is the Burnished Eagle reverse of 07. So it's FS901. So this has the reverse of the 07. And it's the burnished version. Now, when I'm looking up the price guide here, it was a little odd because no values listed. The population is 4,428, according to PCGS. It's special strike, that's what it says. 1,524 or higher. So I go over to the price guide, the actual listing, and there's no prices. Now, it does say the last time they sold was $400 and some. So what does that mean? I mean, is that accurate? So what we want to do, we want to look this up. We'll do a little more investigation into this. We'll go to Heritage, Coin Auctions, U.S. Coins, and I'm going to type this in and see if anything is sold lately. Let's see. 07. Let's see if that'll, yeah, there it is. At least it'll come up in the search, and we'll look at the sold ones. It's 8 of them. Looks like they've sold lately. I'm going to have to sign in to see what the value is. Now this is obviously a PCGS holder. And we do have one that signed. It sold for $960. And of course this is SP70. There's just not, I mean, you can't go by NGC. This is a modern coin. It's going to sell for more, and a PCS holder, I estimate the coin, it's got to be worth around $450 to $550. So that's going to be my estimate. That's what I'm going to go by. I'm not looking up values on Stacks or Great Collections or even the Coin Dealer newsletter yet, but which is, you know, the gray sheet retail that I talk about. But when I do the pricing, I'll definitely do that. You know, it is a nice coin. It's a nice little reverse variety. Someone will want that. And the burnished, we call it burnished, but burnished didn't come from the mint. Burnished is something we made up to designate the difference. This is what comes in from the mint in the box. This is the collector coin version of the 2008 Silver Eagle. And the monster boxes. That's your bullion. So I hope you enjoyed this video and you learn some things and it educates you and learn about values and how to find out values, because that's why I do these. I do show some inconsistencies with the grading companies, but sometimes coins are just 50-50, and I'm not unhappy at all about this submission. I'm very happy with how things went with this submission. So thanks for watching my latest video. Please like, share, and comment, and have a great day.